Welcome back, everybody. Hope you all slept well last night. I slept great. I am loving the marshmallow more and more as the days go on. What I'm not loving is Eddie worked on the dishwasher last night for a few hours and came to the conclusion, well, what he thinks is the conclusion, that the motor is broken. Motoring. What's your price for flight fun? I don't know what that line is, honestly. Also, I was just finishing editing the video from yesterday. I love that he really genuinely thought that yesterday was Monday because he's all messed up for his schedule. Oh, my Eddie. This guy has been up my booty trying to get some food. You hungry, Moo? Are you hungry for breakfast? Want to eat? You want food? Want to eat? He slept in the bed with me and Eddie last night. Mostly me because Eddie didn't come until 4 and I get up at like 5:45. It's so... we like don't even sleep together. It's because of our schedules. It's just weird. We have such a weird life. The rain has died down. We don't have any flooding and it's warm out already. So I'm hoping that this means that we are on the up and up. But yeah, back to this whole dishwasher debacle. My mom said we have to wash everything by hand that's in the dishwasher. I don't have time to do that before work, and since Eddie's off today, I'm gonna designate him that job, which he's gonna be so glad I did. I'm trying to get you guys to stay up here. And that means I don't really have a cup or a blade. I do have a blade actually to do my green juice, which really sucks. This day is off to a pretty crappy start, if you ask me. My oats in a bag worked, so that's good, because I could just eat these with a spoon like this, or I could transfer them to a cup or a bowl or whatever. I don't know. I have to make my chicken and not chicken, my broccoli and string beans, because that's what's still on the menu for lunches this week. And I think with my new plant, oh, I thought our oven light wasn't working either. I think with my new plant, I'm gonna be like eating more chicken. So as long as I can grill it up, I don't mind it because I really, really like it because I got sick of chicken for a while. But I need to get more lean proteins in, and I think I'm gonna have to cut back on my fruits. I don't really know. I gotta like really think about this whole process.
Okay, it is Thursday. Today is Thursday. So yesterday I was saying that it was Monday all day, which I guess for me it was kind of my Monday because I had worked Monday and Tuesday, but I didn't realize it until Colin told me about it this morning. So it's Thursday. We're all here. Why is that making such a silly noise? Whatever. So I'm going to make my dinners for the week, and I'm going to make my dinner for tonight. So I'm going to start out with my dinners for tomorrow and Saturday. Sunday I'm just going to wing it because I don't want to make something tonight, have it sit for 3 days, and then eat it. So I'm going to start out, I'm going to make some pepper steak with, I got some steak that actually is 4 pepper steaks, so that worked out well. I got some frozen peppers and onions, which I will saute in some olive oil, and then once the steak is cooked and the veggies are sauteed, I'll put them together, saute them up a little bit together, and then very simple. So I'll just put that. That'll be that. I'll probably make some mashed potato. Actually, I think I'm gonna make homemade dumplings because I'm also gonna make a Jaeger schnitzel for my dinner on Saturday. Or Friday. I could have either one either night. But I'm also making a Jaeger schnitzel, which is going to be a panko breaded veal chop with oh man, I'm all over the place. I just got out of the shower, so I'm like so yeah, panko breaded veal chop that will be lightly fried in a pan. We got some sauerkraut, which I'll have on the side, and I wanted to get Spätzle, but for whatever reason I went to like 7 stores today and nobody has it. So I gotta find like a little German market so that way when I want to get stuff like that I can just go there and not have to run around like crazy to find it. So Probably gonna make some homemade dumplings. I'm gonna find a recipe real quick and I'll go through that with you guys when I'm doing it. And yeah, so it'll be dumplings, the fried veal chop. I'll put some gravy on it, and well, gravy goes great on everything. So yeah, so that's gonna be that, and I'm gonna start cooking everything up now, and you'll see it in a little bit. Alright, so I decided that I wanted to cook my dinner first because I was getting kind of hungry and I could cook the other stuff in a little while. I also wanted to marinate the pepper steak for a little bit in a, I have this marinade in a bag from Lee and Perrins, and I got cracked peppercorn, so I figured that would give a nice little complement to the peppered steak with the peppers and onions. So I'm going to let that sit for about a half hour before I cook it up. Right now I'm making my dinner. I'm going to chop up these marinated hanger steaks once they're done. And I'm going to figure out what kind of vegetable I want to have with that. And I really wish you guys could smell this through the camera because it is so good. Another change of plans. So, first, couldn't find the spetzel, was going to make dumplings. That's out. Couldn't make the dumpling. Well, I could have made the dumplings. I didn't want to put in all the effort, and our dishwasher was broken, so I didn't want to, you know, have all that much more mess to clean up. So these are doing quite well. Again, wish you could smell them. They're so good. So yeah. So then I was going to make mashed potatoes. Decided, nah, I'm not going to do that either, because I found these wide noodles in the cabinet. When I've been looking at wide noodles all day long because I figured, you know, that's where they would be if, you know, where the spetzel would be. It was one of the places, many places I looked. So I'm going to make those instead of the other two, and I'll, you know, get rid of some of those noodles that have been sitting in the cabinet there, and I will have a side dish for my steak tonight and for my schnitzel tomorrow. Bye bye. It is peppers and onions with some marinated steak on top. Carl, would you like to try a piece of the steak?
Not yet.
Okay.
Still nauseous.
Alright, so I have that steak. I have the hanger steak, which I made, which I already ate most of, because I'm a pig and I love steak.
You are not a pig.
I'm a pig.
You a pig.
Oink. So yeah, so now all that's left for me to do, I made my wide noodles, so all that's left for me to do is to make my panko breaded veal chops and throw some kraut on in the container with, actually I'll probably keep that in a separate container so I don't,
The kraut?
yeah.
Why?
Because it'll make everything else taste funky.
Let's get funky.
Dun, dun, dun. Alright, so it's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time to make our veal schnitzel. So I have the veal cutlets, some egg, and some panko breadcrumbs, and some vegetable oil. So what we're going to do is put the veal in the egg, use the panko to bread it, naturally, and then fry it up a little bit on each side till it's nice and brown, and then I'm going to gently place it over these egg noodles. And I will show you what it looks like when it's done. Alright, so we got our first one done. There it is, nice and golden and crispy. I have it kind of drying on a piece of paper towel so it's not really greasy when we eat it. Well, when I eat it later.
Fried oil and stuff.
Oh. Well, wouldn't you know it? There's fried oil.
I know, you can smell it.
So yeah, so I'm cooking this one up now. Veal is kind of a tricky meat, I've noticed. If you cook it till it's like, well, almost like a gray, it's kind of tough and chewy. If you cook it to like a medium rare, I find that's kind of the best. Not as good as you.
I don't know how to cook veal. I don't eat veal.
I do.
I'm very confused.
So let's see. See how you look.
I look good.
You look good. You look good enough to eat. And you are. So yeah, so I'm just going to let you fry up in there for a couple minutes. And then we'll be all finished. And then my schnitzel will be complete.
Schnitzel.